How to maintain your electric ride-on. Maintaining your ride-on is absolutely crucial. Not doing so can lead to serious injury, so please make sure you follow the instructions in this video. The inspection and maintenance should be completed on the following parts: batteries, motors, steering, wheels, body and frame, and finally the nuts and bolts. The batteries along with the motors are the most critical parts of any ride-on and are the most expensive to replace. So it's important that you follow these steps to make sure you get the most use out of your battery as possible. Charge the battery for the recommended stated time in the manual and never more than 24 hours. Do not undercharge or overcharge, as it will shorten the lifetime of the battery. Charge the battery every 3 weeks, even if the battery is disconnected and in long-term storage. Do not store the battery or ride-on in a cold and/or damp environment. Visually inspect the battery monthly to ensure there is no leakage or loose cables. Do not use the ride-on if the battery voltage drops below the specified rating. It's important that the batteries are maintained and charged as per the instructions. Batteries, along with many other parts in the ride-ons, are classed as consumables and do not fall under the standard warranty terms and therefore not warranted. Please keep this in mind before contacting our customer support to request replacement batteries under warranty. Maintenance of the motors is crucial to prolong their longevity. Motors which are loose in the axle or contain a buildup of debris will not last as long as they should. By following the next steps, this will ensure you get the most out of your motors. Check the motor fittings and pay close attention to loose nuts, bolts, or any other components that may look worn out. Check the motor cogs for possible obstructions. Pay close attention to grass or dirt getting stuck in either the motor or the wheel cogs. Check the cable connections as well as the condition of the cables. Partially connected or damaged cables could lead to permanent damage to the motors, as well as other critical parts of your ride-on. Pay close attention to the steering mechanism. This is the most crucial part of the ride-on. Check to make sure the steering column is secured to the wheel axle. Inspect the condition of the fittings as well as the axle and steering motor. One of the things that we would encourage parents not to do is lift their ride-on cars by the steering wheel. Instead, lift the car from the body or arches if you need to move it. Check the condition of the wheel nuts. We also recommend taking a look at both the wheels and the tyre tread, ensuring they are both free from debris. Inspect the body for damage or sharp parts protruding from the ride-on. Body parts which have sharp edges should not be used unless repaired safely. Make sure the frame is in good condition and look out for rust or fraying parts. Check to make sure all the nuts and bolts are secure and are not worn. We recommend you give a quick visual inspection around the wheels and the steering nuts and bolts before the child uses the ride-on. Please also schedule regular maintenance where you go through and make sure the nuts and bolts are secured and pay closer attention to the condition of each fitting. To clean your ride-on, please do not use water directly on the product or let the motors or any other component get wet. These products are not waterproof or water resistant due to the electrical components. Use a damp cloth to clean the ride-on. Follow it by using a dry cloth to give it that shine. Do not use polish or any other chemicals. And that's it. By following these simple maintenance steps, this will ensure your little one gets as many hours of fun on their ride-on.